Hello, thank you for joining me in this broadcast. My name is Jovika. Still discussing on the affairs of this country, Nigeria. Um, the Right Reverend Geoffrey Honor has something to say that completely the reality of the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. I would like you to watch that video in short from after watching it. I'm going to be exposing to you the saga, the issue of $800 million money discovered in Okezue Ibazo House 1, $277 million discovered in 6-year-old account under Buhari, the corruption fighter, no nonsense man, military man. I'm going to expose some of those undertone information that is available to me. And that is when some people say that we should be praying for Nigeria, the leaders. I should be praying and they should be eating the money. Here, Bishop Geoffrey Honor first, and I'll begin to unleash the dog out of the cat. Hear him.
It is very sad that in our country, Nigeria, successive governments make us miss the previous ones. During the last administration, Nigerians thought we had seen the worst possible. Now we are beginning to feel that the worst, what we thought was the worst, was even very good. Every year, suffering and hardship increase. It is difficult now to know what else to tell Nigerians. Many people are being driven to crime and violence. As Christians, as God's children, we are invited through prayer and sacrifice to discipline ourselves. 1, don't give up. 2, don't, because things are hard, become a problem for others. No matter what you choose to do as your Lenten sacrifice this year, make sure at least that you will never deliberately cause another person more pain or hardship. People are suffering enough, already too much. Don't ever do anything that will cause another person more pain or hardship. Let that be part of your Lenten sacrifice. Let that be part of your training in this school of holiness. Affirm your faith in God. Let go of the material things, because we will all return to dust. And allow your brothers and sisters also to be able to smile. Make them smile with small gestures and signs of brotherly
Welcome
love.
back. The truth of the matter is, Nigeria has the money. In fact, let me tell you the truth. Nigeria is one of the richest countries in the whole world. America is not. Russia, China, Germany, those top guys in the level that are top richest, most growing economy are not the richest. Nigeria is under normal circumstances, by own God providence, by God's own design. But Nigeria is the richest in corruption. They are very rich in corruption. They are professional, they are professors in corruption. But during the time of APC, it became crowned with, in fact, it's like when madness was, a madman was put in control of other mad people. Nobody is to control anybody. This is the same Buhari that they told us that he's a military man who was coming to sanitize the country. It was under him 4 trillion naira was discovered, that Emefiele just returned 4 trillion naira as investigation is ongoing. And this was just a chunk of what he just bringing out. A budget of so many countries in Africa, one person returned. As we are talking about that one, it was rumored that Okezu Ibazu, who has been Erelazu in other state until he left that position, Allah certainly now started doing marvelously well. This man Berazu in all infrastructure. Nobody knew that all the money that is meant for Abia State, Okezu was simply packing them in his house. Now they did investigation according to what we heard, probed him and got $800 million, which he just came out and debunked. But that debunking, I have not heard it from the EFCC. Who knows what they're doing to EFCC not to say it is a lie or truth? Because in every rumor, go and check that's iota of truth. The money discovered, 800 million, is a budget of about two countries, different countries in America, in Africa. That is what they say they found in Okezipa's house. All these things happen under the same corruption fighter, Buhari. Now, listen to this news. The CBN investigator discovers $265 million in a bank account belonging to a 6-year-old child. In a recent probe led by Special Investigator Jim Obazi, a shocking revelation emerged regarding the financial affair of former President Muhammad Buhari officials. The investigation reportedly exposed a strategic $275 million fund found in the bank account of a 6-year-old son of Shaibu Yusuf, popularly known as Tunde, who served as a personal assistant to Buhari. Equally surprising was the discovery of 1.5 trillion naira in the personal account of the former personal assistant Shaibu Yusuf. The committee led by Obazi has been diligently tracking the recovery fund linked to influential figures from the previous administration. Mark that word, from the previous administration, all the prominent figures, and under the watch of corruption fighter Buhari. So suggest that the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu currently emerged in negotiation employing influential figures to facilitate the repayment of the fund without public exposure. Did you hear that? They now engaging Tinubu not to expose those prominent figures, those money we have discovered under them. And watch, mark this my news, mark this video today. Nobody will hear about it. Even the money will not be know where they paid it, because not the same people who brought Buhari, Tinubu, who is investigating Buhari, Tinubu, who will cover Buhari, Tinubu. So nothing will come out of it. That's why I told you Nigeria is one of the richest countries. Meanwhile, this under Buhari, how much we are Nigeria owing? Tinubu emerged, still owing. In the midst of owing, he will still talking of borrowing. And when he borrows, he will pay. He will keep servicing the debt. Who knows if this money being borrowed, they are the one borrowing Nigeria from outside country? Who knows? Because you can't tell me the country is owing. You came, you want to still go and borrow. And you borrow to go pay service debt, not to pay the debt. Something there. Now, it is what not. Okay, let me repeat again. Source suggests that President Bola Tinubu is currently engaged in negotiation, employing influential figure to facilitate the repayment of the fund they want to pay back without public exposure. Notably, National Secretary Advisor Nuhu Ribadu recently expressed concern over the financial state inherited by the current administration, attributing it to widespread looting during Buhari's tenure. I'm surprised Nuhu Ribadu will be saying this. Now they are all talking, but when Buhari was there, they kept quiet. A corruption fighter. Look, Nigeria can never be good. Oh, let me finish up the news. It is worth nothing than Tinubu's enlisted the services of Jim Obaze to investigate the activities of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, under MFLA and related entities. The ongoing investigation has reportedly led to the recovery of over 1.12 trillion. Listen to me, 12 trillion significant proportion, 3 trillion naira, a significant portion of which is believed to have been embezzled during the previous administration. 12 trillion embezzles by the previous administration. In a bold move, the committee headed by Obase has allegedly turned down substantial bribe offered by those implicated in the attempt to avoid arrest exposure. The investigation continues to shed light on the extent of financial irregularities during Buhari era, prompting calls of our accountability and transparency in governance. Tomorrow you tell me that I should be praying for Nigerian leaders. Then they should be eating the money. I should be praying. May that prayer, Lord, let me say something. Now, in the case of Okezipas, oh Jesus Christ, I lack words to express. But let me talk about this Tunde. Tunde happened to be someone Buhari takes him as his son. He's not his biological son, but he's like his son. Because of how Buhari and Tunde Idiabo worked in those days, because all the achievement that was recorded during the period of Buhari military regime was because of Idiabo was a no-nonsense human being. So people thought it was Buhari. So when Idiabo was removed from the scene, Buhari, that coup took place. Buhari was removed, and he had nothing to offer. That was what people thought, that he has anything to offer, and thinking that when he enters power, he's going to do anything for Nigeria. But it became the worst, as the word of Bishop Geoffrey Honor, that the worst is good. In fact, the worst of Nigeria state is the best. Tinubu is going to be worse, and anybody who's going to stick up, as long as he's coming under APC, because APC can never think good for Nigeria. Let me talk. Now that Tunde Shaibu is like a son to him. So wherever he goes, whatever he is, any secret, that Tunde knows it. So anything the Tunde does not support does not work. But that Tunde is closer to Buhari more than Aisha, the wife. That the cabals are functioning, doing everything. Tunde must be in support. Tunde takes decision. Now they said the child that is a small brother about something years old is a son to this Tunde. He bears the Yoruba because of Tunde Idiabo, but say yo, Hausa man, Fulani man, because they would don't, so that he wouldn't want him to be suspected. He opened an account to his own 6-year-old son and embezzled $277 million, not naira, dollar, in such an account. No wonder Americans are looking for dollar here, without knowing that the dollar is back in Nigeria. And tomorrow you tell me I should pray for my leaders. This is the part 1 of this video. I'm going to come up with more exposition. Now, Buhari is the disaster, one of the disasters that happened to Nigeria, and it was brought by Tinubu. Tinubu is going to be the worst. Thank you. God bless you. If you want, like, share the video. If you don't like, no share. If you like, follow us. If you don't like, no problem. But let me tell you, we keep exposing this wickedness. And I also want to borrow the word of Bishop Geoffrey. Be a blessing to somebody. Nigeria is, whenever you open the news, whenever you open social media, you keep hearing bad news. This person kidnapped, this person accident, this motor catch fire, they will kill this person, this kidnapped this. I can never hear good news from Nigeria. But I want to beg you that is watching this too, be a good news to somebody. Call somebody you have never called for some time. Send them a little help. People are dying in poverty. May God help us. Thank you for watching. I remain Jovika. See you in my next broadcast. Bye bye.